Good morning! Woo! This is such a special moment for me and my co-founder Nicolas, because after 10 years in business, we're bringing our premier global conference right here to our home country of Canada and our city of Montreal, where Nicolas grew up and I went to McGill University. Thank you for coming from around the world. I'm so grateful. As I mentioned, we wouldn't be here if it weren't for each and every one of you. Loyal team members, long-standing customers, supportive investors, and just cheerleaders of AppDirect and our mission of making technology accessible globally. This is a special time because we have accelerated the digital economy together. We have answered some key questions that were unknown many years ago. Today, as technology becomes more and more deep-rooted in everything we do, every company must be a digital company in order to endure. Now, how do we become a digital company? How do we digitally transform? How do I think about evolving one product into an ecosystem? How do I cultivate a culture of innovation for success? These are the questions that are asked to me and other people across the AppDirect team. And after 10 years in business, we have some exciting insights and lessons learned that we're going to share, both from ourselves and our team, but even more importantly, from our customers who have been there and experienced it, on what works and what doesn't in your digital transformation journey. So what we're going to do today is take you on a journey, past, present, and future, to unlock the secrets to success in the digital economy. Now, our journey started back in 2009 out of an apartment in San Francisco. If you recall, at the time, the world was a completely different place. It was the height of the Great Recession, and businesses around the world were struggling to be productive. The access to technology and capital was limited to large companies like a Walmart or an Amazon. But the small company had very little access, and it caused businesses on Main Street around the world to go out of business and shut their doors. It actually looked pretty bleak for the future of entrepreneurship. But something special was happening in Silicon Valley. Silicon Valley, back in 2009, had a secret sauce of talent from companies like Google and Salesforce, where our CTO Andy Sen built the original App Exchange. They had an ecosystem of investors like Sequoia and Excel that had funded many companies for generations. They had schools like Stanford that pioneered entrepreneurs from around the world. And that created and cultivated an ecosystem that was founded upon taking risk to succeed. Now, Nick and I's belief was that the ethos of Silicon Valley isn't physically rooted, but it's a culture that could be transplanted around the globe. So we set off on a journey, country by country, in order to bring the culture of Silicon Valley to the world. Our vision of making technology accessible globally continues. And the simple thought we had is, can't we make business technology as easy to use as music on your phone? Today, we have access to the world's information, the world's library of music in our fingertips on our phone with Spotify. However, for business technology, it still remains tough. You have to go to separate places to get your telecom and utilities and set up your bank account and your payments. And then software, forget about it. It doesn't work together, and it's a very big struggle. But those amongst us in this room have the vision that we can make software as easy to use as music. We share that vision every day, and we're transplanting it around the globe. The first country we went to was this home country of Canada. We were very proud to have sponsorship from Stéphane Boisvert, the president of Bell Business, who we're going to hear from tomorrow. And we had the vision of taking cloud technology and bringing it to businesses across Canada. At the time in Canada, it was very different than it is today. Talent, when I went to McGill and school here, you'd want to be in investment banking, maybe consulting, maybe a profession. But the idea of technology, it just wasn't there. There was very limited funding. The education, again, wasn't really deep-rooted in taking risk or entrepreneurship. There was an ecosystem maybe starting, but nothing like it is today, where you have companies like Shopify and Lightspeed, and you have investors like Inovia Capital that are totally changing the ecosystem of the Montreal environment, where it feels like Silicon Valley was a decade ago. Companies ranging from Lightspeed, Element AI, Ibido Labs, pioneering things right here from Montreal. It's game-changing. But again, remember, that was not the case 10 years ago. Our next step was to Germany. The funny thing about Germany is when I first went to make our first business trip with our customers at Deutsche Telekom, everyone in the room, focus groups and all, said, there is no way we will ever trust an American company with our data. There is no way we will ever use cloud. Never. And that was said through a translator because I didn't understand Germany as much at the time. But Lutz and the Deutsche Telekom team had a vision for addressing the Mittelstand, which is small and medium businesses across Germany. And in just a few months, AppDirect and Deutsche Telekom had the foresight to bring the cloud to Germany. And they took all those objections and squashed them by launching on stage at Europe's biggest IT conference, CeBIT, with Angela Merkel, the German chancellor, and René Overman, the CEO of Deutsche Telekom. Fast forward several years, and cloud is the predominant way people are using business technology across Germany. And the fabric of what we started there turned into GDPR and a way of trusting and thinking about having secure data in new countries. Over the last few years, we really shifted the German economy in the way they think about taking risk, safeguarding from a security perspective, and thinking about data privacy. And those are lessons that we can bring to others around the world that are slower movers to adopt the risk and take the change that we want to see. Now, our journey has continued across most of Europe, Asia, Latin America. We represent customers in over 37 countries and have paid business subscribers in over 147 countries as well. We've seen explosive growth in the number of business subscribers paying and using our software every day. And that's incredibly exciting to us because it's a great measure of the value of our ecosystem. What we see is that with a cohort of people in this room, today and moving over the next few years, we can accelerate to over 20 million business customers, again, just with the people in this room. But with the rate of which our ecosystem is growing, it is definitely within reach to achieve 100 million business subscribers on our platform within the next 10 years. And what that will do is completely transform the fabric of the global economy by enabling businesses, big and small, to be productive and by fueling the future of work. Now, in the next few years, we anticipate a global economy with companies across different industries, manufacturing companies opening up to IoT and turning into digital companies, traditional software companies becoming SaaS companies, telecom companies becoming service providers, content providers, and selling all different types of things. We believe every company can be a digital company. So if that's the case, how do we help people make this digital transformation? Well, we define digital transformation in two simple ways. The first, what products do you want to sell? The second, what digital channels do you want to sell them through? Last year, we introduced the concept of our digital transformation value framework using the answers to these two questions. And we discovered data from customers around the room and around the globe on what works and what doesn't. And we've been able to build a business model rooted in concrete data that can showcase how you can transform your business, drive revenue for your business, and drive real value. That framework has been validated by external firms like Forrester, to give you the confidence to take this business model to your company and drive the change you want to see. Now, simply what we say is, how do you take your company, which might be focused on selling one core product, and expand it to be able to sell multiple products from multiple vendors? No longer can a company just sell with what they develop themselves. They need to open up to an ecosystem of third parties that will enable them to thrive. But not only that, they need to be able to access an omni-channel experience, because customers today demand to buy what they want, where they want, when they want. Whether that's online through an app store, through your website, whether that's through physical devices, like buying services right on a robot, like ordering coffee, or on a car to order updated maps or weather. Other channels include your sales force, telesales, but all those touch points need to have a unified experience and the ability to bring new products to market in an agile way. However, the challenge that faces businesses today is that results in a fragmented IT ecosystem. So as businesses are envisioning their digital transformation, they can't just take their old legacy systems, business processes, and culture and uproot it to the cloud. That results in a failed transformation. What they need to do is reimagine their business processes, the culture of their people, and the systems to be agile, to bring new products to market in a very fast way. Last year, we introduced the concept of multi-dimensional commerce, or the ability to sell multiple products from multiple vendors across multiple channels on multiple devices. Over the last year, we've captured case studies and got our technology in the hands of many of you to be able to reinforce concepts that you're going to hear today that will help you drive that transformation journey. Now, what we recognize is that transformation is hard. If you don't have the right approach to transformation, it actually results in a failed approach, where essentially, as you try to bring new products to market, you can't because your back office systems don't support it. Therefore, your revenue potential is limited, your expenses go up as you add more products through more channels, your time to market goes down, and the customer experience is fragmented. That results in companies like Toys R Us and the numerous retailers struggling and ending up going out of business, and many others today, whether it's in industries ranging from automotive, manufacturing, software, or others, facing challenge if they don't innovate. However, the good news is we've uncovered the successful digital transformation roadmap. And what that is essentially enabling you to bring new products to market faster across all your channels, unlocking your revenue potential, lowering expenses, speeding time to market, and ultimately driving a totally transformed customer experience. And that's what Engage is all about. It's about helping you learn the lessons of those across the community and helping you drive a successful transformation of your business in order to endure. This is just the beginning. What we want to challenge you to do is to learn the tools and techniques here and be inspired to go back within your organizations. As we've realized, change comes down to the individuals that have the courage, vision, and foresight to transform their organizations. We call that a digital hero. Many of you sit in this room, so excited to recognize the digital heroes tomorrow at the event. Throughout this conference, please learn from each other, ask each other questions, collaborate, because our success is fully dependent on our ability to learn from each other, drive meaningful change, and to endure. And with that, I am thrilled to bring my co-founder, Nicolas Desmarais, to the stage to share more about digital endurance. Woo!